opens up. With all this grabbing nonsense? Just hit 'em! How are they going to catch or run with a ball if they're constantly writhing around on the ground? An interesting technique. I'm sure a perfectly good punch would serve us just as well. Not a wise place to end your turn on the border of the pitch. If the player gets pushed into the crowd, well, last time that happened, it took 3 days to piece the body back together.
Look, that player's heading back onto the pitch. He was sent off earlier. The sneaky little git.
There's only one word to say about this ball.
Not a word, Jim.
player on the ground, the coach will be spitting teeth about this.
In a thunderstorm.
Oh dear. I hope that player has written a will, Bob.
Written? Players can barely speak, Jim, let alone write. And you should know, you've interviewed enough of them.
This player likes to be well assisted in a fight. The other players stood there like statues, with such easy prey. I may swoop down myself. I fancy a bite.
He's on him now, like a halfling on a hot dinner. What's that? That's just me. I like it. The attacker has an assist. That'll do, player. That'll do.
Unity is strength. Get up or get off the field. Now as free as a fart in a thunderstorm. player likes to be well assisted in a fight.
Now his buddy can move freely. Count those teeth, Jim. They'll have to pick up most of them off the ground in a few seconds' time.
They've got the advantage, but there is no sure thing in blood. They're still standing.
That's it. Throw the ball in their face. At that range, they'll go down as if you were flinging a brick into them. Hey, that play looked almost competent. Anybody got any playing cards? Getting bored. Hey, who knows the rules for nerdlings in the closet?
A good coach always uses the right player for the right job.
Damn, that player just won't go down. Oh, too easy.
Oh dear, I hope that player has written a will, Bob.
Written? Players can barely speak, Jim, let alone write. And you should know, you've interviewed enough of them.
What's that player doing?
They look to be rolling on the ground in agony, Jim. And here comes the other team. They're gathering around that lone player, like halflings round a sandwich.
And they start the turn in trouble.
Pass opportunity there. I won't care, but the coach might.
That's an invasion of personal space. They should contact his HR department immediately. They're all over the place. I can't see them going much further with players like that. It's a block. Let's hope Nuffle is smiling on those blocking dice, Bob.
Nuffle's always smiling, Jim. Just don't always know which side he's supporting.
That player's going for it! In these conditions, it's just crazy! Past Stone X3 sponsoring the sport when you were playing, Bob?
Well, polishing cream manufacturer? No, I got no idea where these guys came from. That'll help the player move without risk.
He seems a little stunned, doesn't he?
He won't leave him alone anytime soon.
Get up or get off the field!
There's only one word to say about this, Bob.
Not a word, Jim. A sound. Crunch! This is gonna get exciting!
That player better get up. Nothing good comes from spending any time on the ground in this game.
Not enough tackle zones on that ball. And now the opposing team has paid the price.
I think he's going to make him suffer. Just getting born!
Never trust the apothecary. More interested in taking stuff out of you than making it work right.
surrounded by adversaries like that, I hope he knows what he's doing. Bob, did you know that there are all...
Yeah,
What's that player doing, Bob?
they look to be rolling on the ground in agony, Jim. And here comes the other team. Is this going to be enough to come out on top? Then push them back. Personally, I'd have decked them. Well, this is turning into a crap defense. The end zone is a calling.
If I had a gold crown for every player I've seen lying on the field during my career, well, I could start my own team. You only need 1 million gold, right?
Come on, guys. Together. Count those teeth, Jim. They'll have to pick up most of them off the ground in a few seconds' time.
On the floor again! This team must like worms or something.
Snotling baked in a pie stands more chance than this poor kid. Actually, I'm getting hungry. Where's the nearest pie shop, Jim? I often think Blood Bowl might be better if we just got rid of the whole ball thing and got straight to the maiming.
That would be blood. Without the bow. It's just war then, Bob. You can see that any time at my house.
Again? Let's go there.
I'm looking forward to these next few matches, Bob. This is going to be decisive. He seems a little stunned, doesn't he?
He'll get an assist now. Listen. With fists flailing, he's following up, hoping to get the knockdown next time.
That player's a little short. Oh no, my mistake. He's on the ground. A prone player is a dead player. Oft times at any rate. The player's down. Turnover.
That's it. Force him back and then pow!
Unity is strength. Another player on the ground. The coach will be spitting teeth about this. How are they going to catch or run with a ball if they're constantly writhing around on the ground? Player down and surrounded by the opposing team. This isn't going to be pretty.
Is sending the player off. He's gonna have to join the RPP straight after the game.
The RPP?
The Referee Protection Program. The fans are furious.
If I had a gold crown for every player I've seen lying on the field during my career, well, I could start my own team. You only need 1,000,000 gold, right? Touchdown!
Wakey! One team's got some early knockouts.
Can't argue with that call, can you, Bob?
No. Hey, that man is almost competent. Attacker has an assist. That'll help the player move without risk.
They've got the advantage, but there is no sure thing in Blood Bowl. Did you grease the ball before the start of the match, Bob? I should probably say something meaningful to all our Cabal Vision viewers. All I can think of is splat.
He got himself out of a dangerous situation.
A pretty risky action, Bob. Ah, using an ancient Blood Bowl technique.
Now his buddy can move freely.
Get up or get off the field. And he's still standing.
Now as free as a fart in a thunderstorm. Red's not looking. He's not looking. Get in there! That'll help the player move without risk.
On the floor again. This team must like worms or something. Should they be stomping on the player's neck with those studded boots that hard?
Ref's not looking, so yes! Somewhere, one of them should be able to pick up the ball. It's a ball, not an oiled snotling for nothing's sake.
And that's a lesson for you, punk.
Got rid of the whole ball thing and got straight to the maiming.
That would be blood without the bone. It's just war, that bone. You can see that anytime in my house.
Again? No, let's go there. Now his buddy can move freely. Not enough tackle zones on that ball. Now the opposing team has paid the price.
That player is about to get punched above and below the belt at the same time.
Hey, that play looked almost competent. Now as free as a fart in a thunderstorm.
Whoops! Down they go!
Hey, that play looked almost competent. They've gone into the opponent's tackle zone. Should be good.
That's quite a lead.
Fresh start. Carnage can start all over again. Here's the touchdown, which could protect them from a comeback. This might be the end.
Using an ancient blood bowl. He seems a little stunned, doesn't he? I should probably say something meaningful to all our Cabal Vision viewers. All I can think of is splat. with all this grabbing nonsense. Just hit 'em! Talismans R Us are certainly making a splash on the used arcane item retail scene.
I'd say less of a splash and more of an incendiary fire. You just can't trust sorcerers. Is this gonna be enough to come out on top? He's now as free as a fart in a thunderstorm. They're gathering around that lone player like halflings round a sandwich. That'll help the player move without risk. They've smacked the player, relieve his team. Well done. Now his buddy can move freely.
Another player on the ground, the coach will be spitting teeth about this.
Come on, guys. Team spirit is the key. Well, except for me.
That's an invasion of personal space. They should contact his HR department immediately. Pushback, but not over. the advantage, but there is no sure thing in blood. In danger, and carrier too. This player likes to be well assisted in a fight. Let's see what the other side can do. Oh, I can't believe this. So many fails. What is this? A blind halflings match or something? Fast and impossible to tackle. Love it.
Those teeth, Jim. They'll have to pick up most of them off the ground in a few seconds' time.
A prone player is a dead player. Often a dead player. An interesting technique. I'm sure a perfectly good punch would service just as well. And he's still standing! In these conditions, it's just crazy! Ah, using an ancient blood bowl technique.
Push the stronger player back. That'll do.
Got any advice for the budding coach then, Bob?
Yeah, always wear underpants, because you never know who might be looking. Some of these cameras work both ways. Nice shirt, by the way.
That player better get up. Nothing good comes from spending any time on the ground in this game. If you had a choice between this player and another, you'd still choose this one.
pressure's on, Jim. What will they do?
That's a touchdown! I'm so excited my heart nearly started beating again.